Well, 6 o'clock on Friday. We just spent the last about 4 hours planting Christmas trees. I have some pictures and some videos of us doing it, but we were kind of in a hurry to get it done. We have a dry spell right now, which is kind of weird for February, like real dry. And I'm planting on the hillside, so I take advantage of it when I can. But State Nursery delivered the tree or the seedlings on Tuesday. I kept them in my buddy's cooler till today, walk-in cooler. And the state forestry folks dropped off a planter today that we used, and got some neighbors lined up to help me plant them. So we probably got, I'd say, 700, maybe 800 in the ground, which is pretty good. No issues. Got everything put away, the planter back on the trailer for the state so they can come get it when they're ready. And we're finishing loading up out here, and we're going to head home. Until next time. I guess the traffic camera's got a slow morning. It wants to watch me load the tractor. It's been around about 5 times. Well, it's a beautiful day here in February, almost 70 degrees here in Nashville area. Windier than hell. But I wanted to show that we are planting trees today. This is the planter from the state. They let me borrow it. Nothing fancy. Just 2 seats, some baskets, and a little plow, and some wheels back there to close the furrow. So we're going to get it unloaded here and mount it up to the tractor, which is over there. And then we'll head over to that hill, which I don't know if you can see, but that's the area we'll be planting this year. More to come. Well, it's the day after we planted trees, and it was 70 degrees yesterday, and it's probably 30 now. I mean, it dropped quick. The ground is still super dry, but and it may stay that way actually this week. It's supposed to rain some, I think. But anyways, thought I'd come out here and show you what we did yesterday. I'm pretty happy with what we got done. I'm sure we could have got more, done a better job, but I mean, we got about probably 800 trees in the ground, and they look pretty good. So first we'll show you last year's planting, and this is all going to be from the bottom of the hill. Hopefully you can get an appreciation for how steep the hillside is. And then we'll show this year's planting. And we filled in a little bit at the top of the hill from last year. I had some extra room because I kind of ran out of spots I really wanted to plant with ground ready. So yeah, we'll look at last year's trees. They're almost exactly a year old, and I'm pretty happy with how they've turned out. So last year's planting, I believe this is the first row, and you can see a little tree there. There's 2 different kinds. I'll have to go back and look. This is one of the species we planted, and then that one there is the other species. I think they're both pine, just different varieties. But you can see the dark row going up the hill. That's all Christmas trees, and they look pretty good. We lost some. But I'm actually almost stepping on one. There's some here right at the bottom. I need to weed eat and mow between them again. But you can see a nasty sticker bush. There's pretty good rows of them. And this is the lighter color, bigger needle variety, and then this is the more bluish looking variety. Again, I'll look back at my records and see what they are. Yeah, I mean, for first year planting, and again this hillside, which ain't the best ground, I'm pretty happy. And again, we need to weed eat. Some of them are probably getting drowned out a little bit. But even here, like, that one's still alive, even through the grass. Got to be careful weed eating. End of a row. Another end of a row, one popping up through the grass. This is the last row. I don't really see many down on this end that have held on. They might be buried. We'll see. But anyways, then we get to the new rows, which came all the way down the hill. They're a pine, Virginia Christmas Elite pine. And last year's were on 7-foot spacing. We learned that's not enough to mow between with the tractor. Should be, but you end up with a wandering row, and it's just kind of shifting ground left to right. It just doesn't work. So I went to 8 foot. But here's the rows of them going up the hill. And again, it's not perfect, but I'm pretty tickled. Again, another about 800 this year. We got about a couple hundred left we're going to give away. Just don't have a good place to shove them in the ground. And they also, when you order 1,000, you end up with like 1,500. They just kind of give you a big bunch of them. It's not particularly scientific, it appears. Last year, the grid I had laid out exactly for 800, and we had way more. But yeah, I go up to the top of the hill, almost to those cedars, which I'll have to look at the topo, but I mean, there's a good close to 100 foot of elevation here, I bet. And this is about, the rows are 400 foot long, so it's pretty steep. But yeah, that's the update on the planting. I have some videos from planting. I have some pictures. The dog helped, of course, but yeah, I mean, it's just a bunch of little Christmas trees.